I don't have anyone to hold the camera for me. So I'm gonna stand next to Betsy. Betsy is a white-tailed deer. She gets her name from her tail. I'm gonna lift it up. Boop! Whole underside is completely white.
The rump is thought to be used in communication when they spot a predator. Basically a white flag that says, hey, I see you, I know you're there, it's not worth your time chasing me. So these guys are also crepuscular, which means they're most active at dawn and dusk. You can see in this video that it's kind of getting darker and they're moving around a lot. Here you can see the tapetum lucidum, which helps them see in these low light conditions. So in deer, only the males grow antlers. They are antlers, not horns, because these antlers are shed annually. Deer will go into velvet, which means that the antlers will start to grow back in the spring, and they're covered with this fine tissue. And this tissue is what's called velvet. It kind of supplies the blood to the antlers and helps them develop. Once the antlers are fully grown, the deer will rub off the velvet against trees to remove it. And then rut begins in early September, and those antlers are used for fighting, and they're hardened by then. In this deer, you can see the difference between a winter versus summer coat. The winter coat is much darker and softer, whereas the reddish color on the legs, that's the summer coat, and that's where it's much lighter and rougher. Deer are ruminant animals, which means they have a chambered stomach, just like a cow does. They are herbivorous, so they eat mostly plants like grasses and leaves and trees. In early spring, when there's lots of vegetation, they'll give birth to their young. They usually have 1 to 2 offspring, but they can have up to triplets. Once a deer is beyond the age of yearling, it can be difficult to tell, especially in female deer, how old they are. And so you can actually use the jawbone and the teeth to determine a deer's age. They are very adapted for running. They have these long, strong legs, and they can run up to 30 miles per hour. Their range expands over most of the continental US, and they can live in very diverse types of habitat. Their habitat is a range of mixed woodlands, farms, forests, pine stands, though not as often there. But they really love like white oaks, where they can eat the acorns that fall down. And they like to walk along streams, and they'll often use roads as corridors, or dirt roads especially. So in Georgia, because we no longer have the red wolf, which is the deer's historic predator, there is no apex predator out there who really takes out the deer in high enough numbers. Hunting white-tailed deer is actually a very valuable management tool in order to control deer populations without having to wastefully exterminate them. While they are super cute, when their numbers are out of control, they can devastate a landscape and destroy habitat, which alters the ecosystem for many generations and not just the deer's lifetime.
In the head. She's a little aggressive. Come here. Don't. Betsy, no. Stop. Stop it. Betsy is a white-tailed deer. She was somebody's pet, so that's why she's a little crazy. I don't have anyone else here to hold the camera for me, so we're just risking it. They get their name from their white rump patch. Betsy, stop. No. 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 So Betsy here is a white-tailed deer. No, Betsy!